Do you like fantasy football and sports betting? Come join us here at the Parlay Fantasy Football Podcast, where hosts Matt, Shane, and Jason talk about fantasy players, lineups, and sports betting to help you compete and win championships. And of course, some extra cash. Let's jump right into the show.
Welcome back to another episode of the Parlay Fantasy Football Podcast. And yes, you guys are seeing it correct. The gang is back together. All three of us are back on track. It is showtime. Shane and Jason, how are we doing tonight?
The boys are back in town, and I am doing great. The Royals somehow figured out kind of how to win. I don't know. I don't understand what they're doing. But, hey, we stand. Okay, we stand. And it's not football season, but it's still football season for me because it is the Club World Cup. And so I'm having an absolute blast watching those games. Watching some European teams just kick the absolute crap out of some MLS teams is just chef's kiss.
I never knew how much I miss being on here with y'all until we're finally back here now. And we're getting into that time of the season to where fantasy football is about to start back up. This is one of the best times of the year.
Yes, I agree. Obviously, guys, a couple weeks ago, we were off last week. We had some stuff come up. We've been having some nasty storms in town here, at least where I live, and I know Shane experienced them too. And unfortunately, I had to work. Shane had some stuff going on, and Jason had some work stuff going on. So, but we are back this week. 2 weeks ago, we did a mock draft. So go and check that out. Those are always so fun. And tonight we do have another special little episode for you guys, and I'll let Shane explain that in just a second. But before we get into it, head on over to fantasy6pack.net. Become an all access member today. Use promo code Parlay FF to get 15% off your membership. And guys, that includes so much stuff, including the Discord channel where there is a ton of action over there, especially now with fantasy dynasty drafts getting ready to kick off, and there's just all kinds of stuff over there. So go check that out. Then over here where you guys are watching us live right now, the YouTube channel Fantasy Six Pack, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, let you guys know when we go live, and other shows that are involved with Fantasy Six Pack go live as well. Head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify. If you guys want to listen to just the audio side of it, Parlay Fantasy Football Podcast, leave a 5-star review, guys. It helps the show out immensely. And we love you all so very much for those of you who are subscribed and who are sharing. So yeah, we love you guys for that too. Shane, we have a special episode tonight. Why don't you explain it? Because it's going to be fun and juicy.
Yeah, so guys, we have a fun little take on what is traditionally your quarterback rankings, because everybody does quarterback rankings and it's a list, and that's boring. And we wanted to reveal our thoughts going forward for Dynasty quarterbacks this year. And we're doing a little funky, freaky different, and just a little spice to the situation. And that situation is right here. Oh, my bad. My bad. I don't know who put that there. Listen. What we're going to do here is we're going to draft. And it's going to be me in the one slot, Matt in the second slot, Jason in the third. And then we have the AI. And the AI is you. We're going to have you guys participate in the chat. And obviously, we are also going to have a voice. But we're going to vote on what quarterback ends the tier. And so we're going to have 8 tiers. And we'll move through it that way as a fun kind of exercise into thinking about when I come down to taking a player, can I justify my rank over this player by actually hitting the draft button? Because it's really easy to rank someone over somebody until you physically have to go and be like, I'm building my team around this player. So we are doing a quarterbacks only draft, and emphasis on hitting the draft button. It's a hard thing to do sometimes. If you guys watched the draft episode last time, you heard me saying, I can't let go of the button to draft this player. You got to do it, though.
Got to do it. Just
Good practice.
Shane, just out of curiosity, and I want to get Jason's take on this too before we start this. In your guys' tier one, and I'm going to just a little caveat, guys. Shane, Jason, and I really haven't revealed to each other our own personal rankings yet. I know we are a little bit behind the curve. We really need to catch up on that kind of stuff. But in your guys' personal opinions, let's just use this as an example. Your quarterback, your tier one. I've heard some different kind of controversy. Do you have 5 or 6 quarterbacks in your tier one?
Whoa,
or 4, or maybe 4. Just out of curiosity. I know what we can see here in Sleeper. But as far as your like dynasty rankings, do you feel comfortable putting 4, 5, 6, 3, maybe even whatever quarterbacks in your tier one ranking?
I have 5.
You do have 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 3, and
Okay.
I could be convinced for a 4th, and it would shock you as to who the 4th is.
Well, don't give it away yet, because we'll see. We'll see here. But I am firmly on the 4, but I can be convinced with 5. But Shane, stop giving it away.
Oh, sorry. That's not him, I swear. I swear it's not. I swear it's not who Matt was thinking.
I was just curious because I've heard, I mean, we all listen to other podcasts too, and I've heard people that have 5 quarterbacks in their tier one. I've even gone as far as 6 quarterbacks in their tier one.
Listen, if half of your league is drafting the tier one, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing a 1 quarterback league and half of the league is drafting the tier one, that's absolute crazy sauce, and you need to rethink your life. I think that we've gotten like scared to be like, hey, these players are different.
Yeah.
And it's not saying that these guys are any worse or any better than, the other player at actual football. We're talking specifically about this beautiful game that we play called fantasy football. And there are certain guys that are just better at it because of the format. And you have to be willing to draw that line in the sand, I think.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I started out like you, Shane. I had 3. Then I kind of reevaluated my rankings a little bit, and I'm confident in putting 4 in there. Jason has 5. I could possibly be convinced as a 5th quarterback being up there, but right now I'm just locked in at 4.
Well, how about we just go ahead and start this thing?
Let's do it.
And I'm going to take this guy right here. The, without a doubt, actual king of fantasy football, Josh Allen. He's proven it. I don't think that you can take anything away from him as far as a fantasy football player goes. But, he just can't quite get it done in the postseason. But that's why we don't play fantasy in the postseason.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Josh Allen is, I don't know if Jason has it different, but he's definitely my tier 1 quarterback in Dynasty.
He's still young, too.
Yeah, really in any. Yeah, he's my number 1 quarterback overall, period. Okay, I'm gonna shake things up a little bit, okay? Because I think
course you are.
And I'm gonna take Justin no, I'm just kidding.
Whoa!
I'm gonna not take Lamar. I'm gonna take Jayden Daniels. I've heard, people say year 2, the slump. I firmly think that Jayden Daniels is going to take a step forward here. He reminds me a lot of a Lamar Jackson, but I think he's a more accurate quarterback. They got Deebo Samuel this year, Terry McLaurin. Hopefully they work out that contract. I absolutely love Jayden Daniels, and I love him for years to come.
I cannot argue with you one bit on that. I think that, to be fair, these are the 3 guys I have in that tier, and I think that you can't go wrong with selecting any of them. But if you're like not trying to win now and you're trying to like build for the future, Jayden is without a doubt the home run slam that you can take at quarterback.
Yeah. Yep.
You kind of threw me a curveball right there. I wasn't ready for that, honestly, Matt. Yeah, you kind of threw me off. I was not ready for that. I have to go Lamar Jackson here.
Yeah,
one of those things, dynamic runner. He's got weapons now. he's shown that he's going to get better in the pocket year after year. The only thing that hurts you right now is Henry, and that's the only thing going forward.
Yeah,
I was trying to figure out if there was a way to get this thing bigger.
I'm assuming all three of us, those are our top three quarterbacks, correct? Those are the number 3, 1, 2, 3. Or, however you want to order them. I'm okay with any kind of order with these guys, but I think those are consensus, our top 3.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And it seems like we are still missing some people in the chat that are usually here.
Jamie.
Slacking on us, man. Slacking on the squad. It's fine, Jamie. We forgive you this one time. But, it's a fun thing we get to do here. We get to select for the
Team 4.
CPU. Yeah, for the CPU. So who are we picking here?
Honestly, the next two are those in order are probably the way we should go. I think Jalen Hurts in a dynasty league. I mean, I have seen people take Joe Burrow over Jalen Hurts just for the passing upside.
I mean, if it's 6-point passing touchdown, it makes sense. But if it's not, if it's just your standard league format, Jalen's, I think, got to be the guy.
I agree. I can agree. And the tush push did not get banned, so he's going to score tutties.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I agree. I think Jalen.
It was slightly less effective this year. Just saying.
It was.
And they get back to back anyway. So let's go ahead and set player here. Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Joe Burrow right there.
Yeah, then here, I mean, I have to go Mahomes. It's one of the things where Shane and I talked about this earlier. He has kind of had 2 average seasons in a row, but KC is rebuilding, and they will be there over time since this is a dynasty draft. He is going to get his weapons sooner or later.
Oh, my bad. Listen, I'm a little partial. I don't know. But I will say that it's funny that everybody continues to forget that the last 2 years, the Chiefs have been the team that they're not going to win it. They don't have any talent, and yet they're in the Super Bowl. So, I kind of feel like maybe we should take a step back and be like, hey, maybe we were right, and he truly doesn't have that much talent around him, and he got shitty draw in the situation last year where his best target getters were all injured.
Right.
And then there was no continuity, and then you had guys like Jalen Watson again being your, or Justin Watson again being like your number 2 wide receiver. That's pretty criminal.
Yeah. I'm going to go off script here a little bit, boys. I'm going to take a quarterback here that I think has potential upside, and he is, to me, I always feel like he's undervalued after his rookie season. I know he's dealt with some injuries, but he got his mojo back. He really got his mojo back, and that's Justin Herbert.
Oh,
I truly think that
in Dynasty?
I think he still has a high ceiling. I mean, I think he still has a high ceiling. If they're trying to do their best to load him up. I think Harbaugh being there now has really boosted his confidence. And you saw what he could do last year. He's got arm talent and he's got leg talent too. And I'm hoping that he can open things up this year with both the tandem of Najee Harris and Amarion Hampton, get some more dump off passes to these RBs. Maybe Trey Harris takes a step forward. Who knows about QJ? But Ladd McConkey showed his booty last year. And I think Justin Herbert's in for some big things this year.
I mean, I'll give it to you. I will say I drafted Herbert when we did the last mock draft. So I'm not going to talk too much shit on your pick here because I do think that Herbie has some serious upside that people are not baking into the equation this year. Speaking of baking, it says I'm supposed to take Baker here, but I can't do it. I'm going to be honest with you. I know that he has a good system, but this is Dynasty and age matters. And saying that, let me go ahead and take the guy who I think has one of the most interesting situations with Caleb Williams. And then I will say I will rebound and go take Bake. So I think that is how I would kind of group these. Herbie, I think, sneaks in for me, Matt, at that Baker spot. So, it's not too far off, but, it's 2 spots and it's tiers. So like whatever. I think Baker shouldn't be in the same tier as what I'm saying is promising high upside.
Mm-hmm. What? So you think would you have Herbert there or Baker at your pick there?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Baker could maybe. I think Baker could be here because no. Actually, there's another quarterback I would probably actually swap out with Herbert and have Baker still here.
Gotcha. Well, I know that
And you're probably going to take him here.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Again, this could be another little chalk play here. I like Bo Nix. I really like Bo Nix. And his system, Sean Payton, again, we talk youth. Sean Payton knows how to use quarterbacks. Now, is he another quarterback that takes a step forward in year 2, or is he going to regress a little bit? It remains to be seen, but you do see what he does on the field with his legs, and he's a very confident quarterback. He does not. I mean, he slings it.
I think it's absurd. Bo Nix is ranked at QB 8 in ADP right now, and that's just it's bonkers to me. Just absolutely bonkers to me.
I told you, I'm going off a little script here, boy. Shoo.
Yeah, and you sniped my pick again, so thank you for that. And I know
who I'd take with your pick, and that's the guy I thought that old Matty Fitzpatrick over there was going to take.
Well, I don't know if you're going to like this or not, but
I know who you're talking about,
guy.
I think.
Huh?
I said, I know who Shane's talking about, I think.
Oh, well, I'm going Drake Maye. I think he is going to just keep on progressing, and especially with a new head coach, they finally got him some pieces, but I think they're going to eventually build around him, and he's going to shine in that offense.
It was between Bo Nix and Drake Maye, Shane.
I get that, but I gotta say, they're pretty close. Honestly, they're pretty close. I don't hate it either way, but I will say I do think that Drake probably should be above Bo Nix, just because of
I don't. Yeah, and I see it. I can see that,
and also he's a little younger. Got to add the little younger part in there too. He's like 3 years younger. Bo Nix played like 8 NFL seasons in college.
That is true. That is true.
All right, so now we're getting to the crafty vets or question mark guys. So I think the correct decision here is Brock Purdy.
Oh, really?
I think this is the worst team he's going to have in his career, though. Like without a doubt,
I agree with Brock Purdy, but who would you stack it up with the next pick?
Well, I may surprise you with that answer. Are you ready to be surprised?
Yeah, hit me with it.
Yeah, select Purdy.
The player I would select with this pick is CJ Stroud.
Oh, that's not a surprise. That doesn't surprise me.
I mean, I feel like there's 2 other quarterbacks that most people would rank higher, which is why I said surprise. But I think that CJ is one of the youngest quarterbacks in the league still, has a ton of talent around him, and if they can figure out that offensive line situation, he's in a much more reliable situation to produce.
To be honest with you, Shane, I have CJ Stroud in my rankings higher than all of those quarterbacks in front of him.
All of them, like Josh Allen included?
No. That's on the draft board that we can see.
Oh, okay.
I was just trolling you, Matt. I knew what you were saying.
No, I mean there is one that's close that I could make a case for, but I have CJ ahead of those other 3 guys.
Interesting.
See, this is where it gets kind of tough. Do you want to go with age, or do you want to go with for sure production
or beauty? You can go with beauty too.
You could.
Well, because right now I'm leaning Kyler Murray. But if I want to get a little saucy, it's either JJ or Fields.
Ooh, you are getting a little saucy, eh?
It's just age-wise. compared to these other quarterbacks on the list. So here, I'll go with the weapons. Give me Kyler.
Yeah, that would have been my selection. I had him pretty close to CJ Stroud. Again, it's just that it's the athleticism. It's what Kyler Murray can bring to the table.
I mean, Kyler's one of the best redraft quarterbacks you could possibly ask for.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if he is healthy, he can bring both worlds to you. I think all three of us have a case that MHJ is going to step up this year. Trey McBride. So Kyler could have an extremely fantastic year. But yeah, no, Shane's right. The redraft wise, Kyler is a very, very good pick.
Who you got, Matt?
I'm gonna take a guy that I think, and I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on it. I think some are down on him this year. He got hurt last year. We don't know what the extent of his weapons are going to be. I still think that he can prove himself to be a good quarterback. If they can figure out the weapons on this team and figure out how to distribute the ball, whether that's trading some guys away at the end of the season or, giving that rookie a chance to step up to the plate, who's going to step up and be the wide receiver one in this offense? Is it Jayden Reed? Is it Matthew Golden? Is it Romeo Doubs? Probably not. Is it Christian Watson? No. But we need to see.
Maybe it's Christian Watson. We still don't know.
Maybe. Maybe. We just need to see who steps up to be the guy, because Jordan Love could be a really good quarterback. I just think there's so much confusion on that team. And he did get hurt last year. I understand it, but I still think Jordan Love could be a pretty dang good asset, and he's still pretty young. I like Jordan Love.
Hold on one sec. I am kind of mad because you totally sniped my pick.
J Love. Did you have J Love, and do you have him in your ranks higher than Kyler, or are they pretty close to you?
In Dynasty, I still have Kyler with the nod there.
Okay.
But actually, the guy that I would have higher than both of them is the one I'm going to take here.
Oh, you're doing it. You're doing it.
Yeah.
Look, okay, baby. Let's go.
Give T-Law a break. Give him a break.
Yes.
Give him just the smallest of breaks, though. Like, this is probably the last year where I have any sort of confidence being like, give him a break. Because if not, he's going to need some to get off my squad.
Mobility.
He's going to need some mobility to get off my squad because he's wearing thin. And, you can only make the excuses for him so long. He hasn't been good, but he still has the promise to be good.
Yeah.
So I'll take that with a grain of salt.
I really like that. I like that, Shane.
I'm going to pair him with old reliable
Jay Goff. I like that too. Okay.
Out of all of the quarterbacks, I think him and Dak are like the same. And I think Stafford is just older enough that it makes me not want that.
Yeah.
And so I'll take Goff before I take any of the other statues or question marks. I think that's how this tier sets up. It's like the one last guy that I'm comfortable being like, I know exactly what I'm getting, and I'm not too worried about his longevity. I made a mistake. It's fine. I made a mistake. It's fine.
I really like the T-Law pick, though, for real. Like, I think people are writing him off so much.
Thanks. I just saw a player that I forgot was lower down this list, and I'm sad.
Let me try and snipe him real quick. Well, I'll play the game. I'll play the game here. Part of me wants to take a wild shot on Cam Ward. For dynasty purposes, I think you can't really do a lot wrong here because you just don't know what he brings to the table. JJ McCarthy, Jason kind of talked about it. We kind of know what he could be, but we didn't see it last year with the looming suspension, which I don't know how you guys feel with Jordan Addison, but I don't know that you can really go wrong there. Jay Fields has kind of burnt me in the past, but he brings the rushing upside. But I'm going to take the shot on Cam Ward. We got a lot of youth here. Tennessee's not obviously in a great situation, but why not take a shot on someone that we have yet to see, but we know can do it with the big arm? So I'll take the chance on Cam Ward there.
I'm a huge fan of the Cam Ward pick. That's not who I was talking about, though, Matt. Just letting you know, he's still out there. He's still in the wild.
He's still.
And I know that Jason's going to think about him. Jason loves to think about this man. Just saying.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take Fields with the new team and the rushing upside. I think he did play well for the Steelers, and the Steelers messed up by not bringing him back and put themselves in a bad situation this year. I think now that Fields knows that he is QB1, he can actually go and play his game and do well.
Also, can we just give a silent nod to the fact that the Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers decided to just swap quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Listen, I think that the most responsible thing that we can do here is give them both rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And by rookie, I mean, come on, click the right thing, Shane. Click the right, act like you've been here before. Listen, it's JJ here.
Yeah. Agreed.
And then it's this man.
Oh, Michael Penix. Yeah.
This was the person who I was saying I should have probably tapped.
I was looking at it.
Okay.
And I knew that Jason was thinking all about that Penix. He wants a Penix in his life. But listen, I think Mike's got surprisingly high upside. And I it comes with a grain of salt. He is one of the oldest prospects, but like we've seen it, he can do it. And quarterback's one of the positions that you can get away with being older. And if he's got the arm talent to do it, he's got the arm talent to do it.
Yeah, I like it.
And JJ, I think you have to give the dice shot here. And also,
yeah,
I just can't bring myself to draft Dak.
Yeah,
It's tough.
Same. So I'm going to lean on the late season momentum this guy had last year. Give me Bryce Young.
Oh,
that's a good pick. That's a really good pick.
Give me it. I was waiting. I thought y'all were going to take him earlier. I was like, yeah, I'll wait now.
Dang, man. Yeah, you sniped me. That's actually who I thought you were talking about, Shane, because I know we've all kind of talked high on Bryce Young.
He was on the short list, but it was Penix because we saw him doing it in Atlanta, and I feel like he's I'm going to talk myself out of it now because he got Tet, and Tet I think is a very big addition to that offense in Carolina.
Yep. I actually almost took Bryce Young over Cam Ward, to be honest with you.
That would make sense to me too.
Dang.
I think they're all in the same tier. I think, to be fair, like we were talking about earlier, I think that everything below Jared Goff is its own tier.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Like everything from the 5th round down is just like you're stuck with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Right here, it seems like a little chalky play. It's gross. Makes me kind of want to throw up my mouth. But I think at this point, Dak Prescott would be a play right here.
He's a value pick.
Yeah, with CeeDee Lamb, with the addition of George Pickens, I guess you really don't know how it's going to play out. But it's not the sexiest pick, but like Shane said, it's a value pick.
Oh, man, this is ugly now. Like, looking at this board makes me want to throw. Maybe I'd take Pee-wee Jarrett. That's how I feel right now. Yuck. You know what? I can't draft Tua. It's the principle of the matter. I refuse. So I'm gonna go with the elder statesman,
Gino.
Because that's a fantastic situation he stepped into with Brock Bowers, and he's probably not gonna have the sexiest, but he's gonna be reliable. He's always reliable. And if I'm looking at the bottom of this board, being like, I need someone who can start for me, that's probably who I'm picking. And then I'm looking to draft a quarterback as soon as possible. The next year, I'm like, give me like the background. If it's a 1 QB, give me pick 2 if it's 2 QB. If it's super flex, yeah, that's rough. And then I think I gotta do it.
Which one?
Give me my boy. Smoking
Dang
darts
it.
on the field. Jackson Dart.
Son of a gun. And then Shane sniped me.
Hi, Kyle.
Sheesh. What's up,
Hi,
Kyle?
buddy.
Yeah, no, Shane, that was a good play. J Dart was definitely more than likely my next selection at
I'm
this point.
so not sold on him. That's like my biggest hesitancy about this entire situation. Like the fact that you went from Cam Ward and then like, what is that, 5 quarterbacks before we drafted the next rookie?
Yeah.
Like in Dynasty, that should never happen.
Right.
But like all the quarterbacks in this draft were just so, there were not a whole lot of bright spots.
No, you 100%. But I am going to scroll down the board a little bit, and I am going to select a rookie. That's Jalen Milroe.
I almost pulled that trigger too. I didn't want to hover because I was like, maybe I'll get him in the 8th round. Maybe.
Well, you took J Dart from me. Again, it's a guy that I'm not like completely sold on. Same with Jalen Milroe. We just know what he brings through, watching his college tape to the combine, to his pro day, to the potential, right? He is obviously firmly behind Sam Darnold, but who knows? Maybe this is a guy that can step up and really, make something of his opportunity here. I always pictured him as Anthony Richardson-esque. Maybe he is Anthony Richardson 2.0
with an actual arm.
With an arm.
Yeah, with one that can actually hit someone between the numbers and not just like over their head a billion miles.
Yeah.
There's some accuracy attached to Jalen Milroe. That's the one thing, that's the saving grace here. Also, Kyle, Dak fell. We actually were talking about that. But it's kind of like he's the elder statesman and you don't know how long you want to hold on to it.
Right.
That's kind of like where it's at with us in this, I don't know, tier-based draft system we created. And yeah, Jason wanted the youth, and then we had the 2 young guys, and then Jason wanted youth again. So,
and I'm actually going for the starter in this position right here. Give me Sam Darnold. He had the season of his life last year. I don't know if it was because of the system that they have there in Minnesota, but what is he, still 28, 27?
Still pretty young. Yeah, he's still a pretty young guy.
Exactly.
Darnold is 28. He turns 29 this year.
Okay.
He's ancient. Okay. He's ancient.
He's old, man. Get out the league.
Jason, he's almost as old as us. Okay. let it go.
I am 10 years older than him.
Damn.
All right, old man. Old man Weathers over here. Listen, I think the most responsible decision that we can make for the CPU at this point is to take Tua.
Yeah. It's a value pick here.
It is a tough sledding though. If you are looking at Tua, looking down the barrel at Tua as your quarterback right now, you are questioning life.
Pray that he's got some foam inside that helmet.
You're feeling like Davis Cheek, okay? That's what you're feeling like. Who are we drafting here for them?
AR.
You really think so, AR?
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably put AR.
Not Stafford? Not Matt Longstaff?
He's got 3 years, maybe.
I mean, yeah, he does. But Richardson may never play football again.
That is true. That is true.
Not wrong.
That is true.
I'm taking a shot in the dark. I'm going to go.
Hold on, Jason. Kyle.
Oh, what do you say?
I would have taken Dak ahead of everyone in his round and all of the quarterbacks the round before. Really?
Kyle, are you a Cowboy fan?
Ooh. Is Kyle a closet Cowboy? He's from Canada. What is this?
I mean, I see his point, right? So the quarterbacks
Packers fan. He's a Packers fan.
Oh,
yeah, I forgot about that. We talked about that last, what was that, 2 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, Kyle.
Kyle.
But he loves Dak.
All right. Well, look, I even said when I drafted Jared Goff that it was very Dak-esque, and I wanted preferred Jared Goff over Dak, and then no one else wanted Dak.
I mean, honestly, I think Jason and Shane and I can all agree that I don't think we'd blame anybody if they took Dak ahead of anybody in the round, even above him, as far as your dynasty quarterback. I don't think there's really a whole lot of argument that can happen.
Yeah. The fifth round is the round of misfit toys.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's honestly it.
Sorry, Jay. You make your pick.
No, you're good. I'm just going to take a shot right here. Tyler Shuck, give me him.
Oh,
New Orleans. The New Orleans quarterback room is dog shit.
Shit show.
But I think that could come back and bite me in the ass if they do get the number 1 pick next year and draft Manning.
Did he snipe you, Shane? Did you want Tyler Shuck?
No, I was kind of shocked because I was like, I want to, but I also don't. But also, there's a 95% chance that Tyler Shuck plays himself out of the opportunity to be the starter there.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, if you watched Louisville this year, which very few people wanted to, it was some weird quarterback play, and the fact that they took him over, I don't know, someone you could maybe plug and play like Quinn Ewers or some I don't know, Will Howard, I feel like are more safe options, and that was just such an interesting pick to me. And I know it was because of the combine. I know that you got the love there. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Nothing about him screams I'm an NFL quarterback, and that's a problem to me.
I'm just going off draft capital.
Oh yeah. I mean, he got the DC. I completely understand your pick, but I can't. I don't understand how New Orleans ended up in this situation. Aside from, they are the second worst managed team in the
NFL. Yeah. Well, in this position here, it's the last play. I'm taking the elder statement. Matthew Stafford. If you are in a situation in Dynasty where you want to win now, Matthew Stafford is not a terrible pick. They got Devonta Adams. Obviously, Puka is still there. It's not someone that I would select in obviously early drafts for Dynasty, but if you are in the situation where you just want to win now, Matthew Stafford is going to get you points. I would have taken Will Howard.
Oh, if you were New Orleans?
If I was New Orleans, but I would have taken Will Howard in my pick right here since I'm a Steelers fan, but you know. Or maybe Aaron Rodgers,
Rodgers. Listen, I'm going to take Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that was it was either him or Stafford or Jones.
I was staring between Jones and Shadir, and I was like, I don't like either of these choices, but Jones, I think there is a higher probability that Jones becomes relevant than Jackson Dart. Yeah. In my opinion. I think that's agreed. I think there's a higher likelihood that Daniel Jones figures his shit out and becomes, an adequate top 15 quarterback than Jackson Dart playing getting a second contract.
I 100% agree with you. I know that in the past,
Jackson Dart. I picked you on my team. I'm sorry, but I'm just being real here.
I know that in the past I've kind of shit all over Daniel Jones. Just never really thought he was a good quarterback, but I'm not ready to close the door just yet on him as far as a fantasy asset, especially in dynasty leagues, because
he has a 750-yard rushing. That's the threshold. He has the run ability.
Sorry, Michael Pittman, your career's over in Indianapolis, but Josh Downs, you are going to look very spicy in fantasy land this year.
And I'm blanking on the tight end.
Which one? Tyler Warren.
Thank you. I was like, which tight end did they take? It's not Loveland, it's the other one. Tyler Warren there. Daniel Jones, Ken Pepper.
That team could be scary this year.
It could be very spicy, dude.
Yeah.
Here's an idea. Line up Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson in the backfield at the same time.
Oh, geez.
And then send Jonathan Taylor out wide.
That would look scary. If you saw that in formation, might shit your pants a little bit.
I am available to be an OC. I will draw up cool plays. Just saying, Andy, hit my line.
That's just like saying put Warren behind
Yes.
center too.
Put literally 3 stack it. Let Warren also play quarterback. Just put them all back there, and we'll figure it out.
And they would figure something out. 100%.
If Andy Reid was the coach of that team, you know that would be a formation that was run at least 5 times a game. Like,
yeah, that would be
flankers, like tool flankers with one of them under. Yeah, it would be wild.
Well, this was awesome, boys. Shane, this was a fantastic idea. Maybe we do this for our wide receivers and running backs, dude. Like turn it in like a draft form.
It could be fun.
Instead of just doing the chalk play that every single other podcaster out there does and just reads their rankings off a list, maybe we just do it like this and have some fun with it.
Yeah, and people are paying to see Joe's list, not our list. So, by the way, guys, if you really want, Joe is a top 5 ranking. I think he was first again last year. I don't remember, Matt. We'll have to ask him next time we see him. But his rankings are on the Fantasy 6 website, so definitely take advantage of those if you are a member. If not, go ahead and subscribe and use code Parlay.
Parlay FF, get 15% off because you guys will be able to see all the rankings. Okay, you pay, it's a one-time membership fee per year, and you get a lot of content, especially Kyle, who's in the chat with us. He writes for Fantasy Six Pack. He puts out his own rankings. And if you guys want to see Kyle on the podcast for another episode, we will definitely bring him back. Bring him back on the old show, the show doc. Team 1-1 says sports and stinks.
Sports and stonks. Thanks, my
sports
guy.
And stonks. Wow. Nah. Team 2-1, dude. Come on now.
All right. Hey, put it in the chat. 1, 2, 3, or the bot team. If the bot team wins, we're really sad. But yeah, vote in the comments. Let us know who you think won. And if you want to see us do this for wide receivers, running backs, tight ends, because it's kind of fun.
This is fun.
And if you guys join for the next live stream, we'll let you pick for Team 4. All right, we will.
Oh yeah,
that's a good idea.
That's a really good idea. Hey, when we do wide receivers, running backs, we could probably have 5, even 5.
Oh shoot! You guys aren't supposed to see that again. My bad. Hold on. Okay, it's gone. I'm sorry.
No, that'd be fun. Yeah, I think we do this. This is fun for our little ranking show. We just make it like a draft. I really do like that. Good idea, Shane. That was a good one. Okay, yeah, guys, remember to go check out fantasy6pack.net. Use promo code ParlayFF to become an all-access member today. Then you can link up with us in Discord, and you can link up with a lot of people in Discord. So go on and do that. And then over there on YouTube, Fantasy Six Pack, click that subscribe, that notification bell, let you guys know when we do go live. And when the season starts, guys, we will be putting out 2 episodes per week, our betting episode plus our fantasy episode. And if you guys want to see some more people on the podcast with us, hit us up in the comments. Let us know. We would be glad to bring some more people on. Then you go over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, look up the Parlay Fantasy Football Podcast if you just want the audio side of it. And we'll be there too. Leave us a 5-star review. That really does help the show. And until next time, Shane, Jason, y'all know what to do.
Smash the like button. That's what you need to do. Yeah.
Hey,
have a great day.
Have a great 4th of July. Be safe, y'all.
We love you all to the moon and back. Till next episode. Peace out.